Hello Stamping friends, welcome back to another video in the June online card class, and we are doing card number 5. How about some mint chocolate chip ice cream? Isn't that so cute? All right, so in your PDF you get all the information to make more of these and some great step-by-step tutorials, but I want to show you on the video. Okay, so for this card, you'll get your envelope, of course. You'll have a white base. You'll have a piece of Whisper White that is about 1/4 of a sheet, and you're going to be needing that for the punching. You'll have a small piece of the So Saffron, Whisper White layer, chocolate chip layer, mint macaron layer, and another chocolate chip layer. Okay, so these are all the pieces. Lots of layers, lots of fun. And of course, we're using the Sprinkles of Life. We are using the teeny tiny sprinkles that are in there. We're using the cloud stamp for our ice cream cone. And, no, not on this one. We're not using that. We're just going to be punching. Scratch that. Okay, and then you're going to be using the actual ice cream cone. So let's get started. So the first fun thing is you need a disposable plate or something that you can clean up easily. I'm choosing a paper plate. I also like to use just a plastic knife. You know, I always have knives left over after we have a use of plasticware. How about you? So I stash a few of these in my craft room, and they come in very handy. If they get too stained or yucky, just throw them away. And then I have some shaving cream. Now the shaving cream is the foamy kind, not the gel kind, okay? So I'm gonna just put some of this. Ooh, kind of looks like whipped cream there. So I'm gonna put some of that on my plate. That's probably a bit much, but I just want you to be able to see it, okay? And then I have the mint macaron, or macaron. I'm not real quite sure how you pronounce it. There's not 2 O's at the end, so I'm gonna say macaron. Re-inker, okay? Now, if you don't have that one yet, because we are just starting with these new in colors, don't worry, I'm gonna show you an alternative card that you can use any other color re-inker, okay? All right, so I want to first just kind of smooth out my whipped cream, my shaving cream, so that it's all kind of all over the plate. I want it to be big enough for my piece of Whisper White cardstock, okay? So that's the goal. Smells good too. All right, so I'm just gonna put a few drops of re-inkers. If you've never done this technique before, you're gonna love it. It's just way too much fun. Okay, so then I just want to start swirling and mixing that in so that I don't have any dark spots, like pure re-inker. Okay, so actually might just, whoops, take off the lid. Might put a few more around. The fun thing about the re-inkers is it's relatively inexpensive to use those on any project, so don't be afraid to use them. Okay, I think I've done a good enough job. All right, so now I'm going to take and just lay my cardstock in there and smash it down. And what this does is the re-inker and the shaving cream are going to stick to the card, and then you're going to be able to see your design. So you want to carefully pull that up. Okay, oh, so pretty. All right, so I'm going to set all this aside for just a moment. I just kind of like to let that ink set on my cardstock. So I told you that if you don't have the mint macaron re-inker, you can have strawberry ice cream. I used a melon mambo re-inker on this card, and it turned out just as cute, but you really are going to want the mint chocolate chip, I think. So you'll want to add that to your order later. Okay, so now what we have is our mess that we need to clean up. And I'm just going to, I'm using the flat side of my knife and just scraping off the shaving cream. And look how it's stuck. Look how it stuck. It decorated the cardstock in a way that you just couldn't do it on your own. You just need the help of that shaving cream. Okay, so I've gotten most of it off. And I'm just going to come back and just wipe it with a paper towel or a tissue, whatever you have on hand. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit because the shaving cream does make it a bit wet. So we're going to set that aside. I'm going to take my small piece of So Saffron, and I'm using the Delightful Dijon, and I'm going to stamp my cone. And then we're going to cut that out. Pretty easy cut, nothing fancy. You know, we can't have punches and framelits and thinlits for everything. Just cut that across. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put our card together. Next thing we want to do is we want to do our stamping. And the stamp that I'm using says, "Hope your day stacks up to be one good thing on top of another." I am using chocolate chip because this is mint chocolate chip ice cream, right? And I'm going to stamp pretty close to the edge. Okay, so that I have lots of room for my cone and my ice cream. And of course we're going to use some dimensionals. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and assemble my card because there's lots of thicknesses going on here. So let's put it all together and then we'll add our ice cream last. You know, it's like dessert. You can have your dessert last after you eat everything on your plate. All right, so we have that, and we like to use our multi-purpose glue. Get down in all those grooves. Layer that on our chocolate chip. I think you're really going to love all of the layers and pieces in this month's class. Really kind of went overboard on some of them, I think, but you know what? It's what made the card. So, okay. Add this to our layer. There we go. And we want some dimensionals on the back of this one. I really think I need stock in the dimensionals. What do you think? I just love to use them. Okay, pop this on here, put our ice cream cone. And see, by the time we've done all of this, our shaving cream piece of cardstock is going to be good and dry. So I'm going to put that right on top of those words so that we have room for our stacking. Oh yeah, see, that's good and dry. All right, so you got your punch that we ordered this month to go with this class. So we're going to just kind of pick, what do we want? Ooh, I like this area. Okay, and ooh, I like that swirl. That's really pretty. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of moving it around and picking up the pieces that I want. Okay. All right, so now we're ready to put it together. And what do we need? Dimensionals. Lots and lots of dimensionals on this card. Okay, so on one of them, I should have already stamped, but we need our chocolate chips, our little mint chocolate chip ice cream, remember? So I'm going to see how this goes. If I mess up, don't laugh. I'm just, because I've got dimensionals under there. Huh, pretty good. But do your stamping before your dimensionals. Don't do as I did. I got lucky that it turned out, so don't want you to have an issue. All right, so that's going to be on the top. So we're going to put our other layers on first. So this one. I just love this. I can't wait to send one of these to my grandkids, and I think they're just going to really love it. It's just really just a fun stamp set, guys. I'm so impressed with this stamp set. All right, so there is the top. Oh my gosh, isn't that precious? Okay, so whether you have mint chocolate chip or strawberry, you're going to love this card either way. Have a great day and come back for the next video.